I wanted to welcome you back to the channel, and I wanted to tell you about some of the things, some of the upgrades that I've done to the truck over the last few months that I don't think I've talked about on the channel. So one, I added these driving lights, and these are great. Like when I was in Quartzsite last time, I got there pretty late. People had to direct me into where they were. I also have them up here, and I was able to hit those lights and just light up the, they knew where I was because of those lights. That was pretty cool. I have the CB. I don't know if I talked about it before. This has been in for a while. This is the antenna for the CB. I'll talk about that later at a later video, because I have to remount it because I had to take all the cowling apart and everything to fix the map flow sensor in the back of the engine. You have to take the whole doghouse off. So I still have more trash here. A couple of 6-pack boxes. By the way, if you got Trader Joe's, I'll tell you, they got some pretty darn good beer for $6 a 6-pack, when other places are charging 11, 12, 13, 14 bucks for the microbrews. That's what this is. And they got the excellent Hefeweizen and a pretty good oatmeal stout. And then I got this box here. And what I do with that stuff is I use it for fire starter material. So I really don't want to get rid of them. And you can see I got another soda box back there. And I really don't want to get rid of them because I like to use them for that. So in worst case scenario, I could just store them up there, which I can get to from my ladder, my telescoping ladder. I also, you probably have seen this, but I also recently added this port for the Starlink. But I can also power things outside with that port. I can also run, electrical cords outside, and that's kind of nice. And of course, this was done a while back, but bottle opener. Can't be without your bottle opener. And I also added this utility box where I keep my tools and generator, so that I don't get, fuel smells inside the truck, exhaust fumes and that kind of thing. Because even after you turn it off, you're still going to get a little bit of off gas and stuff like that. So I like to keep it in there, along with the gas can. I do have one of those gas cans. Was one of those gas cans that doesn't release gas, but I'm sure it does a little bit. The other thing is, this cabinet was restored out of a backyard in Phoenix. It had been sitting out for literally decades, so it was rusty and everything. So I had to seal wool it all out, and then just coated it with some rust inhibitor, and then painted it several times. So that's what's going on there. Now that I have this on here, my backup camera is 18 inches back from the back of the truck now. So I'm actually going to put a piece of unistrut across here below the door and put my camera there. Now, we don't tow anything behind us right now, but the plan in the future is to make a tube bumper that comes out and around here and then back in, and then just grind this off and put a hitch back here. So everything will be back here. So essentially that gives us more storage room, and it gives us an option to do this too. They do make these boxes, but they're just a little bit different size, like an inch shorter and an inch narrower kind of thing. And can put that over here. So on this side, so I can have one on each side. Then we have oversized tires. I did this years ago too. I know 235 85 16s, and it's a dually locking gas cap. I've talked about this before, but you can see where we have our solar, how it's mounted, and we got 780 watts of solar on those brackets. Then we've got the 180 watts solar panel up here, and there's another one that you can't see from here, but it's up there on top of the truck too. On the front, I have these all-terrain tires. Just like in the back, I have all-terrain tires. When I built this truck, the idea was, don't be limited to where you can go for any reason. I mean, so we want We want, you know, off-road tires. Eventually we're going to be putting banners on solar panels that cover these windows. And so when we're out in the desert or out in the forest without tree cover, we can actually take the banners off of the solar panels and then prop the solar panels up as an awning over each window, and then it'll be getting sun. And that'll be going directly to a different battery system that we can run our air conditioner off. So it'll probably be, for that system, we're probably looking at 3 250 watt panels, but I also have room for another 250 watt panel on this side in the front of the truck. So 1,000 watts that are directly going to go just to the solar power of the air conditioner, which is a 5,000 BTU air conditioner, and it's a frigid air conditioner, which has a soft start built into it, so you don't even have to do anything like that. And actually, you can see that panel up on the front. That's the 180. We also put these steps in, and that's been about last December, something like that. And we're in what month is this? We're in August now. So that's been on there for a while. I mean, not super long time. On another little tour, I want to take you guys to the inside, but right now I just want to talk about the outside. I did just get this back from the shop about a month ago, less than a month ago, and this is its maiden voyage with this new work done. We got a lift kit. We got high performance lifted springs for the front. Got a bunch of work done on the front. I do plan to add sway bars for the front and back, as well as probably some Kona springs or something in the back. So far it's been pretty good though. But you know how it's just like in any RV, it's got weight and it's got water, like a 60-gallon water tank inside, so that's a lot of weight. It can dip when you make a turn. So I'm trying to fix that problem, which isn't much of a problem, but it is a problem. Now the way I put the air conditioner in, it's just like a air conditioner cowling from a hotel room. They build those into the wall and they put those big air conditioning units in it. I started out with 2 Frigidaire air conditioners in there, but for some reason they were transferring heat back and forth and it wasn't really cooling that well. So I took one out, which I will be installing in the front of the truck, and I'll show you that installation on the future video. It's going to go right behind the box there, inside the truck, so that'll be the space it has to vent, which is plenty. And then of course the storage box up here, I did have to add some amber lights on the front of it up there. That's been a few years too, but you know, it's a work in progress. So if you guys have any questions about doing this stuff, I did all of this myself except for the suspension. That's the only thing I didn't touch. I would, you know, hit me up, ask me if I know the answer. I'll tell you. I didn't really do much with the engine compartment up till now, so I said I did all of myself, but I really didn't, because I did all the box, but I didn't do anything on the engine. And it did sit for about 6 years before I got on the project, and I did have to take it to my mechanic, have it towed in, and let him, you know, just get it going. It needed a new fuel pump, and I think that was the main thing. I will be bringing this in for a full tune-up. Haven't done that, but you know, I did put a new air filter in yesterday. That was pretty bad. So hey, I want to thank you guys for watching my channel, for being around. I always like to get new friends. So if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and leave me a comment. And like I said, ask me a question and I will try to help you. And I'll see you next time, I hope.